Hey, your favorite Auburn podcast is back, and we talking about a lot of stuff. So, hey, let's enter the Tiger Den. C&T Talking Tigers. We are back, and we're here for you. Let's go.
This is C&T Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football. It's what we do. Welcome to the Tigers.
You are now watching, listening to your favorite Auburn football podcast and Auburn football show. This is C&T Talking Tigers. We're talking Auburn football, what we do. We thank y'all for watching and listening on this beautiful Thursday evening. Of course, I am Courtney. There is Toney. We thank you for watching. And also, thank you for following us on IG, C&T Talking Tigers on Instagram as well. My brother Toney, it's been a minute, but we back and a lot has been happening. We'll get into that. But man, first off, how you doing, brother? How you doing?
Hey, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is welcome back. I'm feeling good, doing good, man. Happy to be back, man. Football season is upon us. You can smell it in the air. It smells like cleats. It smells like shoulder pads. It smells like football season. So yeah, man. Great to be back. Ready to rock and roll, man. Ready to get back into the swing of things and give the people what they want. The Auburn football by C&T.
That's right.
Courtney.
We here to give people what they want. Here to give the people what they need, and that is Auburn football. Listen, we got some big news. We are now a part of a podcast network. We are now official partners of Sports E Media, a new up-and-coming podcast network that we're super excited to be a part of. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Eric for lending this opportunity to us. So we definitely want to shout them out and make sure you follow them on IG. That's Sports E Media. Again, Sports E Media, the C&T Talking Tigers family. We are now a part of the conversation, or we're now part of the network and the group there. So we're super excited about this opportunity and to reach more Auburn fans, more college football fans, just more football fans in general. We're excited about this opportunity. And man, we already got people that's been talking even before we hopped on. So before we get into our discussion, let me just get some shots.
One thing, let me say, man, about that Sports Media. We couldn't have gotten their attention and been a part of that network without the people who support us, who followed us, who talk about us word of mouth. So we like to thank however many of y'all it is, 250, almost 300, whatever. However many people support us and follow us and subscribe to us. We thank each and every one of y'all because y'all made this little piece of heaven that we accomplished. You know, this little achievement that we had. It's not a little too big. It's big to us. You know what I'm saying? We couldn't have did it without each and every one of y'all. That is absolutely the truth. So we appreciate y'all and hopefully we'll be able to reach some more. So tell another friend to tell another friend. C&T Talking Tigers live, baby.
Yes, sir.
Sports Media, C&T. We all together, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we got people already that are commenting in. We got my man, Run Eagle, War Eagle. I'm ready for the 2024 respect season. We will get our respect back this season. Man, it's good to hear from you, Run. Good to hear from you. Bubba and the old man.
Bubba and the old man.
In the building tonight. Yo, what's good, Bubba and the old man? Kinfolk in the building. Guess who back again?
Yes, sir.
I love it. And of course, we got some congrats here from Run, and of course, Bubba and the old man. And then they also said follow it. Man, y'all keep bringing in those shout outs. We want to hear from y'all on tonight. We want to continue to hear from y'all on tonight as we talk about, man, the season. We are just, like you said, Toney, we're just a few days away from the upcoming season. Gotta make this one out. My frat brother Cam, he in the building. What's up, man? What's up, Cam? He is
Cam Bell. What's up, Cam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But as I was saying, we're just a few days away from the start of a new season. The men of the Auburn football, they are back on the field in fall camp. They started last week, and they are back in the field, in the weight room, getting back in the groove of things. So let's just talk about it because we've been hearing a lot of good things coming out of fall camp. So, and Toney, like, this is first talk about what we are excited about hearing from the offensive side of the ball. There's been a lot of good, positive things that we're hearing on that side of the ball right now, with the new players coming in, transfers, quarterback. So, man, what have you been excited about hearing so far?
All right, first and foremost, I'm just excited about the flow and the offense in general. Um, those freeze five, excuse me, first and foremost, the freeze five, they are making their presence felt on the plane very early. Uh, three of the four, well, the freeze four. I'm sorry, I gave one to me. The freeze four. Sorry about that. They're making their presence felt immediately. Three of the four are taking reps in punt return, so that's big. I'd like to see either of those three: Perry Thompson, uh, uh, Kane, and Simmons, boy from Attic City. All three of those boys are taking reps at punt return, and Payne Thorne has a grasp of the offense. His go around. He has confidence in his playmakers on the outside. This go around. So he's ready to rock and roll. He's ready to make his presence felt. There's no question. There's no doubt that Payne Thorne is our starting quarterback. And I'm 360 degrees from where I was at the end of last season to where I am at the beginning of the season on Payne Thorne. He's had room to grow. He's had more room to get comfortable. He's surrounded by better talent on the edge. So that should be, hopefully, that should make a difference. Uh, as far as the backup quarterback, we'll stay right there at quarterback. My guy, Walker White, just hadn't had the time that everybody else has had to get those reps
Yeah.
in and be comfortable in the offense. So probably won't see Walker White much at all. We'll probably redshirt Walker White. So to get down between to the backup, Hank and Holden, they're neck and neck. They're right there together. They're tit for tat, man. They go stride for stride, which is a good thing. That they can, that the competition is real tight for the backup quarterback. So, with that being said, I'm not disappointed to hear that. I mean, if they're neck and neck, they're right there together.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing. That means if something happens to Page, we comfortable either way. But somebody will, you know what I'm saying, once those pads get the stuff and show up, somebody's gonna separate themselves. Because you just can't get, going into the season, the reps will get cut shorter, and three people won't be getting the same amount of reps. So you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be cut down to two. And so somebody's gonna have to separate themselves. We got a big scrimmage coming up Saturday morning at 10 o'clock at Jordan House. So that's gonna be big. That's gonna help separate some people. Um, I hadn't heard anything. No linemen stood out on the offensive line, so that's a good thing. If you're not hearing their name, that means they're not doing that bad. They must be doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
In the backfield, I'm comfortable with what we put up, what we bring to the table. Jarquez Hunter, leading rusher, returning in the SEC, with Quinshon Judkins going to Ohio State. That left Jarquez Hunter with the most yards coming back. Damari Austin, we know what he can do. I'm excited about Jeremiah Cobb. I'm ready to see him get some more touches and get involved. So he's getting more comfortable. So I'm good with that. But the two most outstanding Auburn Tigers on the offensive side of the ball so far to this point has been number three, Perry
Mm-hmm.
Thompson,
Mm-hmm.
6'3", 220, and is out there treating guys with college experience. Some of them some men. Parents treat them like little boys. They should carry parents jumping on top, over the top. He jumping through them. He jumping to them. He slinging them down. He throwing them off of it. Perry Thompson's out there being a complete animal, man. He is showing out. 6'3", 220, and he hadn't even grown into his man body yet. That boy's gonna be a dog. So he's a dog already. He's got an SEC body, and he's ready to bring something to the table this season. And last but definitely not least, Cam Mother Cope.
He is him. That man right there, something serious.
8 is great, baby. Let me tell you, Cameron Coleman, that boy is everything he has been advertised to be.
He is serious.
They said the 50-50 balls, them ain't 50-50 balls when you throw them to Cam. They're more like 60-40, 70-30 balls when you throw them to Cam Coleman. When you put it up there towards Cam, it's his. And on top of that, he's been refining his route running. He's getting the more coming in the springtime was big for him. But throughout the summer, the veteran DBs on the other side that practice getting this man in one-on-ones. And he's been working on getting in and out of his breaks more consistently and more smoothly. And so that's gonna be big for Auburn. And the fact that he is refining his route running, and once he gets even more comfortable in his body, in his breaks, with his routes, with his plays, he's just going to become even more dangerous. So he's put DBs on notice in practice already. Can't wait to hear about what he does in the scrimmage with the live bullets outside of one-on-ones. And Alabama A&M, boy, they going to be in for it, boy. Them two young studs, they come to do big. And that's not to say our two transfers, our old guys. Let me give Robert Lewis and Kendrick Lambert Smith, man. They do it. They're working in nicely also. They're looking real good, man. Our receiver core is going to be amazing this year. We hadn't seen something like this since this quality of receiver since Rama Sadu, Obamanu, Anthony Mix, what my boy from Trinity, with that Tommy Trot. Hey, all them boys, man, like that's the quality of receiver we're gonna have. Maybe Emory Blake, Darvin Adams, Cody Burns. That was a good group. That was a good group. So yeah, man, they're gonna be they're gonna be head and shoulders above them boys. Frank Sanders, Thomas Bailey, Carson Bailey, them boys there, all them boys up in there, they used to run with some good groups. Tyrone Goodson and Carson Bailey, them, and they played all around the same time. And I think Thomas Bailey and Frank Sanders was on the same team. So we've had some good groups, but this one right here, it's going to be special, especially moving forward. Everything from this season right here, moving forward, is going to be the best wide receiver play in Auburn history. As long as Hugh Freeze is there and Marcus Davis is there, wide receiver coach, I truly believe that. The tight ends are doing tight end things. Rico is doing his thing. He's going to catch it. We got Luke, Brandon Frazier, they're coming. They're going to be great blockers. They got good hands. I'm really looking forward to Michael Riley. Definitely, I'm really looking forward to him to see what he brings to the table. Nice, strong, long, athletic tight end. So yeah, that's what I've seen. I've heard about so far offense. And that's what I'm excited about going into the scrimmage this Saturday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, I don't think I even have anything else to add on that. I've been impressed with what I've been hearing so far. PT1 at his Peyton Thorne, been hearing good things coming from him. They say he feels really comfortable back there, and nothing negative compared to last year. Nothing really concerning. Saying he's feeling really comfortable with the receivers. The running back room looks solid. Jacquez, you got Damari Austin, Jeremiah Cobb, all three of them looking solid from what we're hearing. Let me make mention of this. Prayers continue to pray for Brian Batty.
Yeah, Brian Batty, baby. Brian, yes, continue.
Yeah, he is making strides, and they say he's doing much better. So continuing to pray for Brian Batty. Yeah, he's doing much better from what we've been hearing. And man, like you said, the receivers. Cam Coleman. I was trying to find the picture, but they said Cam Coleman. I found it, but I couldn't pull it up. With Cam Coleman with the one-handed catch in
with the one hand, I saw it earlier. Oh my goodness!
Yes, that
like it wasn't.
I mean, we had no receiving like that. I don't think we ever had no receiving like that. Just catching one hand is like
Duke, man. Duke might have been the closest thing that we had with a freaky radius like that was making those kind of catches. But Duke wasn't the athlete that this boy is, so it's gonna be
Cam Cole.
I mean, Steph Williams.
And you got Perry Thompson, who is also doing well. Not even that, and we ain't even mentioned Keandre Lambert-Smith, who is out there showing out. Robert Lewis. I mean, this receiver room is deep. it's deep, and that's not to mention, all the others.
Caleb Burton been out there making plays.
Yeah, Caleb Burton. God, I mean,
Camden Brown still out there. But I'm telling you, this is a special time to be a receiver at all.
It's so deep. It's so deep. So, I mean, wow. I'm excited. Of course, the tight ends, they looking well. Rivaldo Fairweather coming back, and offensive line, as you said, we ain't heard nothing, so that's a good thing. So this,
but the live bullets start playing Saturday. With that scrimmage, so we'll know what that line talking about Saturday for real.
We'll know the truth on Saturday of what the line will be looking like. But I've been impressed with the offense. Before we go to the defense, let me make mention of a couple people were talking when we was talking about the offense. Ron says seems like the players and the staff believe in number one PT, so I have no reason to doubt this team at all. Man, I'm with you on that, brother. I'm 100% with you. I'm just praying we avoid any major injuries going into the season. I think we all are praying for that. We can't afford to have no injuries, especially particularly the quarterback spot. But receiver, we're deep. So I don't want no major injuries. But if somebody go down, it's like next man up. So I'm not concerned.
That's the same way I feel about the tight end room too. If we lose one tight end, I'm confident in the other 3 or 4 behind.
Yeah, and the same with the running back room. They got monsters back there. The only one I'm concerned about is quarterback, because that's the rhythm and how it operates. That would be the only one I'd be majorly concerned. But the other positions, I mean, Hugh Freeze has it so deep now. I mean, it's a good thing. Cam says 2 words, Perry Thompson. Exactly.
Yes,
Perry Thompson is a beast. NFL caliber receivers already. And we ain't even talking about recruiting yet. We'll get into that in a second. Bubba the Old Man says Perry has all the ability. If he continues to develop, he'll be a monster. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
100%. Then you have Ron says, I love the way KL Ness runs routes and just the way he gets yards after the catch in space. Yes, that's exactly the reason why they got him. He is an experienced receiver that they need that can help the other guys get adjusted. That is the main reason why they got him. Bubba and the Old Man agreed with Ron. He's a technician, even though he lacks the athletic ability. He overcomes that with his polish. Exactly. Him and Robert Lewis are going to be big in that receiving room.
Man, they're gonna be so big, man, with that route running, man. And
exactly.
with Cam and Perry being the jump ball and deep ball guys, man, and Lewis and Smith working underneath, and then Ricardo working the middle of the field, and man, it's gonna be some trouble.
It's gonna be real ugly for the defenders. Bubba and Old Man says prayers for Brian and RIP to his brother. Definitely RIP to his brother. Definitely continue to pray for that family and praying for Brian Petit. He continues to recover. And then we got one more comment. We thought Duke was different, man. 8 is on another level. Man, Bubba and Old Man, I 100% agree with you on that. Cause I thought Duke Williams was a monster. Was looked like Megatron out there on the field, but this boy here, woo, this man here, this man number 8, he is him. He is him. All right, we talked about the offense. Let's talk about the defense real quick. A group that we ain't heard a lot about because the offense kind of taking out the shine, but we hearing good things when they are mentioned. So, what you hearing about the defense, Tony?
We have some monsters on the defensive line. Defensive line is going to be a lot better this year than it was last year. Looking for big things out of Kevin Falk, the defensive tackle that we all brought in, the guy from Indiana, PB Keys that we brought in from Kansas. Looking for big things out of those guys. Linebackers, I'm ready to see them when the bullets are flying. I'm ready to evaluate the linebackers better. We didn't hear nothing much about them because not a lot of thumping going on right now. So you know what I'm saying. We'll hear more about them in the scrimmage, but between McLeod and the book and Eugene Asante, I feel good about what we have at linebacker. Yeah, I like Austin Keys. I like what we have at linebacker. I'm good with those boys. I think those boys can play. The secondary, Kyan Lee out there looking real good. We all know what Keontae Scott brings to the table. Jaron Thompson, the transfer from Texas, he is a real leader. He is a leader out there. He's probably going to be one of the leaders of the team, not only the defense but of the team as a whole. He wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being a captain. Not only does he make plays on the back end, but he sort of rallies the troops, kind of brings everyone together, keeps everything going. But one of the real stars out of that secondary and that whole defense is J.C. Hart from Locha Polka, by way of my cousin, Coach Rico Newton. We're no longer coaching, but he coached J.C. Hart at old Polka, as they call it. And he is really making a name for himself out there, man. He's making plays. He's going there with the Perry Thompsons in there and the Cam Colvins, and he's matching up, and he ain't backing down. And he's earning his stripes, man, being a real, turned into a real dog out there. So everything's looking good. Nobody's hurt. Everything's flowing on defense. The scrimmage. Once we start scrimmaging, get some more live bullets, that's gonna really tell the tale. So right now, everything optimistic, everything looking good. So I'm just ready for them to start popping pads. You know what I'm saying? Striking a little leather out there. So when they start being able to put hats on people, we'll know a little more as the season goes on, man. We'll probably be able to talk about this scrimmage and if they have another one before the next show. So we'll know a little more about that then.
Bet. I'm all confident with the defense we'll be seeing. I don't think I need to harp on those guys anymore. You mentioned K and Lee, Thompson, which are going to be standout guys on the defense, especially in the secondary. Which we have a really solid secondary. And then you have Keontae Scott back there who has the experience. So yeah, we looking good. We looking good on defense and particularly in the secondary. That's why I'm like, we had a comment on interior, so should play dividends late in games. Yes. We are also deep in defense. So it's like you said, next man up, which is a good thing. Hugh Freeze. I think the one thing about Hugh Freeze that I love is Hugh Freeze has given Auburn depth in most all positions on the team, which is something that we have been lacking with Harson and even Gus. So it's good to see that we have depth when somebody goes down. It's a next man up mentality. It might take a while for them to get adjusted, but they all have some sort of experience, either coming in from maybe the transfer portal or just being elite recruits. And that leads to my next point, and the point we got to talk about. Auburn right now is the talk in football. And it's not because of what they doing in fall camp, but it's what they doing in recruiting. Everybody is talking about Auburn right now because of recruiting. We are right now currently in the top 5 for 2025 in recruiting. And last time I checked, we were number 1 in recruiting for 2026. And this is a great time for us as Auburn fans. Just with the flips, with the guys coming in. I mean, I don't know which more to be excited about. The guys is about to play in the upcoming season, or the recruits is about to come in. Toney, oh, there you go. Okay, Toney, we got to talk about recruiting, because recruiting is literally the lifeblood of college football, and Auburn has taken over recruiting in the past few weeks and getting a lot of buzz. So we got to talk about how recruiting is really shaping this program to be a future college football playoff contender for years and years to come.
Well, Courtney, before we hired Brian Hartson, I was an advocate for Hugh Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
Once we fired Brian Hartson, I was still an advocate for Hugh Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And this first that class he pulled together last year was just an example. But this is why I was an advocate. So why Hugh Freeze was my guy.
Yep.
Because I knew what he could get us on the field. But it was off the field, on that trail,
Yep.
where Hugh Freeze was going to pay the biggest dividends for Auburn. And my, he has proven me to be a true fellow. I knew this man would make a difference with us, with our personnel, and how we look, and how people look at us. Right now, we sitting at somewhere between 5 and 6
Yep.
for this 25 class. And if we snatch up a couple of these last little pieces that's hanging around, that I'm gonna get to in a minute, we might be somewhere between two. We might shoot. Hey, we could pull up one class and pull all 3 of them. If we flipped all 3 of them, we could pull up one class. If we get one of them, we're gonna move up a little bit more. But Big Cat Weekend, like, this is why I wanted you to, because everything that he could do on the recruit trail, he could really do no wrong. Because everything's above par now. Everything's above board now. The NIL. Oh man! Shout out to the Auburn NIL.
NIL collective. What is it called? Oh God. On the victory. On the victory.
Shout out to them 5 girls on the recruit staff that set up the business and run Big Cat Weekend. You got 5 ladies, wonderful ladies, smart ladies, and they handle that. That's a free 5 for real. Them girls, all the recruits, they know what I'm talking about. Those girls do a wonderful job behind the scenes, man. So combine the NIL. Shout out to our athletic director.
Yes.
Having the ability to go get Hugh Freeze.
Yes.
Shout out to Hugh Freeze for coming in, working with what he had last year, and adjusting his staff and who's around, and putting the people around him necessary to be successful. I knew when Hugh came, he was going to change the way Auburn looked because we were going to have NFL caliber players on the plane, just like he was starting to build down there in Oxford. And lo and behold, he went to California and got a boy from he went out to California and got a lineman. He went to Maryland and got a cornerback.
Yep.
We down at Southside. Oh, and let's not talk about the lock he put around the state of Alabama.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because he taking all the top recruits in Alabama.
Nine of the top 10 recruits in the state of Alabama are going to the plane.
Auburn Tigers.
And that last piece, that 10th one. Now he ain't off a quarterback up there in Birmingham. We coming for you too, but we ain't through with you yet. He's committed to Ohio State. But Hugh Freeze is on the flip one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't hey, Courtney said with me. It ain't what you know.
It's
who you know. It's who you know. Man, my boy Hugh Freeze. My boy know how to talk to him. And he got coaches that know how to talk to him. And they got coaches that know how to develop them and get them to the next level. And I'm going to tell you something else that can't be underestimated and can't be understated. The fact that in 2025, Auburn will be wearing Nike apparel for the next 10 years. That's big. This little t-shirt right here is going to be a Nike t-shirt next time. That thing that Courtney got on go have no check somewhere on that thing next time.
It's gonna have a check mark.
So now those uniforms might not be so traditional and ordinary now. We might get a little orange out there. We might get a little blue out there. So we might get an all blue outfit or something. Orange top. We might get an orange and a blue hair. Nike know how to do it. You better ask Oregon. Nike when Oregon started getting the uniform, they ain't did the same thing. National power, a straight off uniform. Because who want to go to Eugene, Oregon? They go Oregon get boys to come clean across the country to Eugene, Oregon, where it don't never rain because of the uniform. You better believe the power of that check. The power of wearing the check, the power of getting the check. The power of that check. You better believe it. That makes a big difference. All the boys, all they got to say, hey, you're gonna be the first class to wear Nike hat on.
Man,
you bring in top 150 players in the nation to the plane.
To the plains.
He's snatching up the best thing in the state.
And I don't want to hear. And I've been hearing the conversation from a team up north saying, we recruit nationwide, so we not worried about the state. You should be. That Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Florida, Texas. This is what the best recruits are. You should be worried about all the top recruits being taken. That's a crazy narrative that is being sit down from there across the nation, saying
look here.
I don't want to hear that.
9 of the top 150 players in the nation reside in 10 of the top 150 players in the nation reside in the state of Alabama. And we signed 9 of them.
Nine.
And we ain't fit. And you want to talk about recruiting nationally, like I told you, we went out to California and got an offensive line.
Sure did.
We just snatched the cornerback from Ohio State. He was from Baltimore, Maryland.
Don't let us flip a Notre Dame quarterback. That's all I'm gonna
say. And let's talk about that. Oh, Deuce Knight.
Deuce.
Don't
let us flip.
Deuce getting real. He getting real close to coming over down to the plane now. Now we flipped Deuce Knight and we flipped Naheem Offord. And we signed Andrew Babalola, the left tackle. Man, look at him. He's 5-star left tackle. He might be the number 2 left tackle in the country. I think that Buffalo, North Carolina, I think he might be number 1. But Andrew Babalola, 5-star left tackle. Auburn still in the mix. If we get the left tackle, we get Deuce Knight, the quarterback. We secure that cornerback. We already flipped a couple of edges from Bama. Man, come on, man. What else you want to be sound? See, some people recruit in different ways. Some people hit the portal.
Yeah.
Some people, hey, we go out there and get them Jimmys and Joes fresh out there. Man, I'm talking about to build, and that's how you build a winner, man.
Yeah.
You set class on top of class on top of class
That's how you're
on
supposed to
top
do.
of class. That's how you end up. I hate to say that, but that's how you end up going from a Julio to an Amari Cooper to a Jerry Judy to a Ruggs to a Devontae to you know what I'm saying, a Waddle. That's how you go from AJ McCarron to a Tua to Jalen Hurts to the other boy. What his name was? The,
Young.
the boy who we have Bryce Young, Mac Jones. That's how you stack. That's how you stack Mark Ingrams and Derrick Henry, Trent
Mm-hmm.
Richardson. That's why Alvin Kamara had to transfer. You
Yeah.
stack them boys. You pile them boys on top of them boys, so when they leave, the next one comes. You stack them Paynes and them Quentin Williams, them Jared Adams.
That's what we want.
You
We want
stack
it.
them boys.
So,
C.J.
we want
Mosley.
it so deep that it's that
Bobby
competition.
Humphrey got to.
Yeah.
You stack. Bobby Humphrey got to wait for Mika Fitzpatrick to get out of the way, because they got to wait on D. Miller to get out the way. Because they got to wait
Exactly.
on Lennon Collins, got to wait on Mark Barron to get out the way.
That's how.
Clint Dick got to wait on Robert Lester of the world to get out the way. You got to wait your turn. Ruben Foster's and Mac Wilson running down on the kickoffs. You got to stack them boys like that. Same way they doing up there in Athens right now. That's the reason why they're in the mix like they are. They're stacking the boys. Every time that one leave, here come another. You looking like, God, Carter
Or,
Ed Davis was
or
at
even
Georgia.
Ohio, even like Ohio State.
Ohio
I mean,
State.
you can look at how
They
they got
stacking the boy. Look
they
at how they
stacking
stack them
those.
receivers. Look how they stack them cornerbacks. Look how they stack them running backs and them safeties. Look how they got them quarterbacks stacked up there right now. That's how you become that.
Yes,
That's how
yes,
That's why LSU always got a cornerback or a safety. LSU always got a bad receiver or something, because you gotta stack them boys. You gotta recruit them. And it
mm-hmm.
started with recruit. That's why that class last year led to this class this year, lead to that 26 class that's sitting on number one next year. Look at
Man.
it. It was a progression. Last year was really good. We was all hyped. We all liked our class last year. And then, bam, look at that boy. Look what that boy bringing in now. Come December.
And we
And
ain't even
then
hit December.
look
We
what
ain't
he
even
already building on. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Then look what he already building on for 26. He already hosted them boys that's in 27. Man, come on, man.
Can you imagine we hit December and having not one recruit flip and committed, and then we hit December and we still get top four ranked 5-star recruit 4-star 5-star recruits? I
I'm
mean,
telling you, man.
man, this
The
is
time
this
is
is
now, boy.
unheard of. This is
The time
unheard of.
is now. It's unheard of around here, man. Like Gus used to put some good classes together.
Yeah,
No knocking, but he didn't develop them.
he
We
didn't
had some
develop.
good classes back in the day, but see now we're getting the classes and the development to go with it, and that's what
Yeah,
sustains it. When you develop them boys, and the boys after that see that development, that's why it's rolling in Tuscaloosa. That's why it's rolling in Athens. That's why it's rolling in Columbus. They started rolling in Michigan. Other than that, all you gotta recruit. You gotta recruit them. You got to get the recruits, and once you get them, you gotta coach 'em. We got a coach that can get them and that can develop them. Is this a? As they have always said, it's great to be
he
in all
just
the time.
inside it. And it's not what you know, it's
Hugh,
you.
you know, baby.
We got some comments. Then we go get into what's next. All right, top 3 2025 recruiting class and a 10-3 record with a good New Year's 6 bowl will set Auburn up for the next decade. Man, 100%.
Well, we're going to 10-3. We might be in the playoffs.
We might just be in the playoffs. Own the state. That's what it's looking like. We own in the state. Bubba the old man. Ron said Bama class is number 2, but only have a 3-star defensive lineman in their class. Our class built in the trenches, and we still not done yet. So when it's all said and done, we will have a better class. Again, 100% agree on you on that one. Bubba the old man says Gus landed solid, high-ranking classes, but the lack of development killed him. Yeah, that's exactly what Tony just said. Gus had some good classes. He just couldn't develop.
Gus had some good classes, man. He just couldn't do no with them.
Yeah, he was Bo Nix. We miss him. Ah, God.
Hey, look, and Bo Nix turned out to be everything I told y'all he would be.
Yeah, he did. He ended up being a Heisman candidate, as you said, Tony. As you said.
Personally, and that's what ended up looking at. He went in the draft. He got a chance to start where he's going.
Yeah, that young man right there. Something special. Bubba the old man says, as well as a lack of high quality OL and good class.
He
did not believe in recruiting offensive linemen, and that's I think that's really what cost him his job. He didn't believe in recruiting offensive linemen. So, but yeah, recruiting looking good. Hoping we'll have more good news to tell y'all real soon about recruiting. So yeah. Deuce Knight, as you hearing this, come on, man. Come on. Let's come on home. We talking about Auburn. All right. So as you've been watching Instagram, you've been knowing that we've been putting out our top 5 in certain position groups. We did running back, we did quarterback, we can talk about wide receiver, but we just gonna do a quick recap on our top 5. On the top 5 that we've been doing. So we started off with running back, and if I'm not mistaken, we came down to, hold on, let me pull up the list of what we did as far as top running backs. Here you go. We had Trey Mason, Stephen Davis, Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams, and Bo Jackson as our top 5 running back. Tony, I think that's solid. I had a lot of people in the comments. They made mention of Rudy Johnson. I had totally forgot about Rudy Johnson. Was another great running back with Auburn, so you could put him in honorable mention. But I think
of course, we had a lot of honorable mentions, man. You talk about honorable mentions, man. You got to talk about like Lionel James, James Bostic, Kenny Hines. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys. I mean, Tank could be honorable mention.
Ben Tate.
Ben Tate, baby. 44. Ben Tate. Definitely, man. With Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah.
So we had a lot, but I think that's a good solid 5 right there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hard to argue with that 5.
Ron said Ben Tate too. Yeah. You got a lot of honorable mentions because we always have great running backs.
We got great backs, man.
Auburn. So I think we can have a lot of honorable mention guys. I think we had a really solid list, and I don't think it was wrong in any of the guys that we named. Of course, who had to be number 1, and that's Bo Jackson. I mean, God, who was better than Bo Jackson? All right, so then we did quarterbacks, and Tony, you disagreed on this one a little bit because we had 2 different lists, but I think we combined at the end. So Tony first had Jarrett Stidham, Nick Marshall, Damian Craig, Pat Sullivan, and of course Cam Newton. Then I said Jarrett Stidham, Nick Marshall, Jason Campbell, Pat Sullivan, and Cam. So we disagreed on this list.
We had the same 1 and 2 though. Now we had the same 1 and 2. We both had Stidham.
If we had nobody right, we was gonna have number 1 right.
And number 2. Number 1 and number 2 is no brainer.
We're
But
gonna have
I give us both. We both had Stidham on the list. We both
yeah,
had Nick Marshall on the list. Where we disagreed was Jason Campbell and Damian
Damian
Craig.
Craig. Yeah,
And so I think really you can't go wrong. I think we should just somebody can be tied at five, and we can get both
yeah.
our lists in there because we had the same list. Just
That's right. That's
one of
why.
us
That's
had
really
Craig, so we
yeah.
can
That's
just split that one because those five, I don't think anybody can really argue with those six guys
yeah,
right there, man. It'd be hard if anybody else would have an argument. I would probably have to say an underrated guy, an underrated quarterback in Auburn history, who I personally used to give a lot more credit than anybody else did that I know was Brandon Cox.
yeah. Guess what? Cam just mentioned Brandon Cox.
Brandon
Brandon.
Cox used to play some of the toughest defenses in the SEC, and they used to knock the snot out of
Yeah,
that boy. He
Cox
would
is
get up
around.
every time, wouldn't
Woo.
say nothing, and go and drop back and do it again.
They used to drag Brandon Cox.
Man,
I mean,
what a boy from LSU used to tee off
woo.
on that boy. You hear me? And he would get up with that smooth left hand stroke and dot their ass up again.
Woo. They used to abuse
Brandon
Brandon
Cox, my
Cox.
boy. I believe in Brandon
Brandon
Cox.
Cox had to rip Brandon Cox fingernail off one game. That's how bad. That's how bad they was killing Brandon Cox one time. Brandon Cox
Yeah,
was tough. I don't think
yeah,
he
real
probably
tough.
the toughest quarterback and they come through Auburn.
Real tough. Real tough.
But yeah, I think but like you said, we both agreed on Cam Newton and Pat Sullivan. And
Yeah.
really, number one is this unquestionable. Cam Newton is the greatest quarterback in Auburn history. Might be the greatest quarterback in college football
Cam,
history.
Cam Newton is the greatest college football quarterback that ever lived.
Yeah,
I don't
not
care what no, I argue till my eyes bleed.
yeah, not Tim Tebow, not Johnny Manziel, Cam
Not
Newton.
nobody. Not nobody.
Nobody. Oh, Ron also made another interesting take on the running backs. Ontario McCaleb. I forgot
Yeah,
about
but
Ontario.
he was really fast. He was a good gadget guy.
Yeah,
Wasn't much of a running back though, because he would get folded up a lot of times.
yeah. I forgot about Ontario McCaleb.
Shout out to
Uh,
Mario fan.
man,
He
dang.
just used to fumble too much.
He stay in too much trouble. He always get
Yeah.
penalties. That's what always make me mad about Mario Fanning. Just he
Speaking
could
of
be no
Rudy
worse than
Johnson,
Booby Whitlow. Booby Whitlow,
speaking of
God,
Rudy Johnson, I used to like number 32, Carl Stewart. Carl Stewart
yeah,
was a quiet, underrated back. He used to have to play fullback. We had so many backs.
yeah. Carl Stewart was a good one. I was saying Booby Whitlow was one that used to fumble the ball all the time. I
Yeah,
couldn't see
he fumbled the hell out of
it. God, every time he touched the ball, he fumbled. Ron said, let's not forget Bo Nix was a first round pick. So you got to put him in there. See, okay, so the thing with Bo, I would
No,
put Bo in.
Bo shined at Oregon.
He shined at Oregon, exactly.
Bo did that
Exactly.
at Oregon.
He did, yeah.
Everything that I said he was gonna do at Auburn, he did at Oregon.
Exactly. Exactly. That's the only reason we couldn't put Bo in.
Couldn't
If
put him
Bo
in
would
there.
have all that at Auburn, Bo would be number 2
But
quarterback
it
in Auburn history.
had to be third because if he went no Heisman, he can't pass that stuff.
Yeah. Well, he would have won a Heisman. You probably could put him number 2 if he would have won the
If he had
Heisman.
won a Heisman,
He would have won a Heisman.
yeah. But he didn't win a Heisman at Oregon, so.
Yeah. Yeah. So
But
yeah.
if he did that here though, he probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Bubba the Old Man said Cam Newton, Pat Sullivan, Jason Campbell, Damian Craig, Stan White, Insurance Man, Jared Stidham, Nick Marshall, and Brandon Cox. They top quarterbacks. They top 8.
Now I get staying white ass out of here.
Hey, Stan White, Mr. Insurance.
Man, perfect staying white. You give me Patrick
Uh,
Nick or you give me staying white.
Very few running. They said very few running backs piss me off as much as Booby Whitlow. Some of the worst vision I see from us starting back at AU. Man, Booby Whitlow was. Oh God, he was awful. I don't see how he got the start because God he put the ball on the ground so much.
He ran hard though. He ran hard,
but
Duper
God,
ran hard.
another one they used to run hard with Sean Stivers.
Yeah, he did too little.
Road was blind. Okay, all right. So we talked about quarterbacks, running backs. We talked about receivers, and man, this is so hard. This is hard. We ain't really. I mean, let's be honest. We ain't necessarily had no this all-star receivers.
No, that's because you judge by numbers, man. We had some good receivers in our time. You just judge by numbers, man.
I don't know. Even without the
You
numbers,
you prisoner of the moment. You prisoner of the moment, man. Because a lot of receivers back then, when I was growing up, wasn't putting up a whole lot of big numbers like that. So I lived through a different time of Auburn football than you did.
but they were very explosive. I mean, you had Randy Moss. Who else? That were like this. They didn't really. I mean, they numbers. I mean, wasn't like spectacular. They didn't come from great schools, but they was explosive receivers. To. I mean, I guess you're right. It's just hard for me to really just solidify the receiving room at Auburn. So I'll give you my list, and then I'll give yours, and we'll give mine. Toney had Terry Beasley number 1, Frank Sanders 2, Courtney Taylor, my namesake, number 3, Duke Williams 4, Tyrone Goodson.
Should have been Seth Williams. I should have been Seth Williams number 4, not Duke. Seth Williams.
Oh, you said okay. Seth Williams number 4, and Tyrone Goodson number 5. So then I had Terry Beasley 1, Courtney Taylor 2. I did put Duke Williams 3 because the season he did come in, he was explosive, which he would have just acted right. Sammy Coates 4, and then I had Devin Aroma should do 5. Man, you disagreed on this, just on stats and explosive.
Because Devin Aroma should be was not it.
Man, but was that dude? Was that dude?
No, he wasn't even that dude on his own team. Obama was the number 1 receiver on the team. He wasn't even better than Obama. He was not that guy. You just just remember the name. Because like Lawyer Tillman is better than Devin Aroma should do. Exactly. See, Carson Bailey better than Devin Aroma.
Okay, I agree with you. I'll take out Devin. What about Seth Williams though? Over Devin.
I put Seth at number 4.
I'll put Seth in.
I like Seth because Seth was there consistently. From his freshman year till he left, he did this thing.
I think with Seth was, I think, was that receiver that knew he was all that, and you couldn't tell him nothing. I think that was kind of his problem because he always used to get in with Bo Nix. Him and Bo Nix you always see them arguing.
Because Bo Nix, because at the time Bo Nix was terrible.
That's true, but you also he wasn't developed very well by Guff Malzahn.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. I'm just saying in the heat of the moment, Steph wasn't telling him no lies.
I think that was the issue with Seth Williams.
Yeah, like I said, then you don't know who Lloyd Tillman is. Lloyd Tillman was like one of the first superstars that I remember when I was growing up. His quarterback was Reggie Slack, who could be on the list over Stan White. I used to like me some Reggie Slack. So Reggie Slack was quarterback. Lloyd Tillman was a superstar at receiver. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, we didn't have a bunch of All-American receivers with big names like Darvin Adams. Darvin Adams should arguably be on this list. Darvin Adams, but he played some good ball. Emory Blake, very underrated receiver at Auburn. Emory Blake probably top 10 in receiving yards at Auburn.
Real
son of
Zachary.
NFL quarterback. So Real Zachary was a pretty good receiver.
Yeah.
So like we didn't have a bunch of superstar All American, but we had some really good receivers. So that's why I wanted to get them boys some love. You know what I'm saying? But no, they even know what she do. No, no,
I know one
no.
thing. We won't have this problem. We won't have this problem next year when we do this list. Because my God, in the future when we do
I've
this
had
list,
it. We do it 5 years from now. It's gonna be a lot different names on them.
there's gonna be a lot of different names on
So,
there.
so start with number 8 and number 3.
And Kendrick Lambert Smith too.
He
Uh,
only gonna be that one. He only gonna be that 1 year. So
well, we have to see.
you right. You right, old man. That's off of old man. Frank Sanders. Frank Sanders was that guy.
All out of
That's
here.
right. That was that
Yeah.
dude.
Outside of the Bowden years, we have been a
Yeah.
pass first offense until now.
That's
Yeah,
why, that's why Courtney don't understand the importance of Damian Craig. Damian Craig give a them that shotgun and slay that thing, boy. We can
I
put it
give
on the
David
stove,
Craig.
but they be trying to tear the boy jersey out of his shoulder pad, but he had to get him up, but they had to put that jersey back on him, boy. He could be out there fighting for his life.
I give
Damian
David
Craig,
Craig.
boy.
Yeah,
Hey, them
David Craig
Auburn,
was
man, dog. No, them
David
Auburn
Craig
games of
was
ESPN with Damian Craig with the quarterback, man, ain't nothing like it, man. Ain't
David
nothing
Craig
like it, man.
was uh before I like really start to like pay attention to like Auburn football. Like I became like a true fan with Jason Campbell, Cadillac, and Randy Brown. Like that's my era. I was like yes. Uh, but so like past that,
Yeah, I know. That's why I
yeah.
told you gotta listen to them. You gotta listen to them. There is a rubber should do. It's not that guy.
Okay. Hey. I'm gonna take you for your word. I ain't gonna argue with you about Devin the Rumble Street. 89 on Darvin Adams was my favorite wide receiver. Dude say Cam Newton in a lot of games. Let me say that because a lot of people say it was all Cam, but Cam did have decent players around him. And Darvin Adams
Man,
was
let me
one.
tell you this. No, look, Cam had a bunch of duty around him.
Man, don't do. Cam had some decent players. He ain't have no this some scrubs because he could have had
Let
some
me tell
scrubs.
you. Let me tell you why I know he had some scrubs. Because guess what? Nobody in the NFL wanted none of them.
But
Darvin
that's
Ham was like a 6th round pick. It ain't but 7 rounds.
okay. But still, he went to the NFL.
He went for a track. He went to practice. He went to
He still
practice
made it
for a couple of weeks.
for a couple weeks. Hey, he made it. He made it.
Can't play with no professionals. I think one of those linemen played in the NFL more than a couple of years. I think it was Brandon Moses. He played for the Giants. Outside of that, dog, none of them dudes did anything outside of Auburn.
But
Like,
see, a
and look, and
lot of
check it out.
people.
That same team that next year without Cam, what we won? 4 games, 5 games?
No, they won 8 games the
No, they
next
didn't.
year. They won 8 games.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. The next year they
look
won
at
three
this.
games because Gus Malzahn went there and Gene Chizik changed the offense. They won 8 games the year
Good.
after.
Oh, I don't think so. I think them
Yeah, they won eight
was
games.
terrible.
They won 8 games because what's his name? 14 was quarterback. Michael Dyer was still the running back. They still had Ontario McCaleb. They still had Emery Blake, and they had somebody else too. Oh, they had Luxie. So they still had some of the pieces from the last team, but they won 8 games that year because they went to a bowl game and they won.
Oh,
They got
man.
they got boat rushed by Alabama that year in the Iron Bowl.
Oh, man. That's
Yeah,
pretty tough.
you can look it up. They won 8-5 the year after Cam, and then the year after that they only won I think 3 or 4 games. Let
Yeah,
me look
might
up
be
that.
what I was thinking about. Yeah, look it up real quick.
While you looking it up, Frank Sanders has to be number one.
Terry Beasley getting number one out of respect, man.
Yeah, I would go with Terry Beasley out of respect. It's hard for me to have Self in there because of his inconsistency. I could put Self in there, and like we said, Bo Nix was struggling that time, but Self Williams that still don't not say he wasn't a great receiver. He still was a great. I don't want to say he was a great, but he was a good receiver.
He was all we had out there at that time too.
Yeah,
I don't even know
at
nobody
that
else.
time, him and Anthony Swartz. That's another one who got.
And that boy ain't never do nothing. That boy ain't do nothing.
He was fast. Yeah, he came out and did a couple good jet sweeps and stuff. I wouldn't put him in my top 5. I wouldn't put him in the test. I did not come in here expecting this amount of Stan White slander.
He need to skip the radio.
Bub and the old man, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I had forgot Stan White was an Auburn quarterback until y'all brought it up. I don't even know Stan White because he do insurance. I think he did my insurance at one point.
Golly.
They said Anthony Swartz went fast. That was about it.
Everybody.
Hey, he came in the clutch at some in a lot of games. That speed. Then he dogged out Gus. He kind of
Gus wasted that man.
Gus will waste that man potential.
He wasted Sam Canelo too.
Oh, I forgot about these comments. Ryan Davis is very underrated. He breaking records in 2017 and killed Alabama in 2017. Yeah, I forgot about Ryan Davis.
But he had like a good season. He got a good season, not a great career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, I know one name we did mention that I don't think neither one of us want on the list. That doggone Will Hastings. Made a kick or a receiver. Who I do was that. Cam and Nick were the only dudes on that team to have a real NFL career. Nick Marshall didn't really even. I don't think he even had.
He talking about Nick Fairley, man.
Oh, he talking about Nick Fairley. I'm saying my bad. Yeah, Nick Fairley. Yeah, you're right. Nick Fairley did have a solid career. That was Barrett Trotter year. We won 8, but it was ugly 8. Bama and UGA then there put up 100. That's why I knew we won 8 games.
We got beat so bad in our good games. I thought we were sorry.
Yeah. It was like a real ugly 8 because like it was a close. We started off against Utah State. We almost lost that game. The next week played Mississippi State, and that was like a drag out game. Then we played, I think, Clemson, and they ran all over us. I think they put like 600 yards on us. Then we played South Carolina and beat them. We lost bad to Arkansas. I'm trying to think who else. Georgia beat us bad. Alabama. Yeah, we were trash. I was surprised we put up 8 games that year, and we ended up winning.
Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, and
LSU too. LSU beat us bad.
Yeah. Everybody who was good beat us bad.
Yeah. So that was
because the year before, Cam hit out of problems.
Bub and the old man said the 2022 team post Harsin firing would beat the 11 team. 2022.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's about what Cadillac with the coach.
Yeah, they had. They had. Robbie Ashford was way better than Barry Trotter. Man, what happened to Neil Carter?
He probably got a job. What you mean? What happened to him?
I'm saying, like, yeah, he was a he was a backup, but he lost his job. He lost his job.
He got a degree and really got a job, just like Barry Trotter. Like the rest of Auburn quarterbacks, they graduated to get a job.
He went the Spain part. I remember him.
We had very many pros. Nick Marshall had to play DB just to be a pro.
That's what he said. Then Neil Carter cried when he lost his job. He probably did.
Wouldn't you?
But look, he could compete against Cam. They knew from jump. Cam Newton walked in that building. Yeah, that's our quarterback. I don't even see how you could argue against that. You can't even argue against Cam Newton.
All right, man.
Tony said that like Neil is his taxes. Does Neil do your taxes?
Hey, I'm just saying, man.
Stan White did my insurance. Stan White did my insurance.
Look at Stan White do insurance. Patrick Nix is the coach.
Yeah. Hey, Patrick Nix is a damn good high school coach.
Gregory Lawrence, what's up, man? Good to see you.
What's up, Gregory? We're down. Hey, Patrick Nix is a damn good high school coach. I'll tell you that.
That's right. All our quarterbacks make good professional everything except quarterbacks.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we're gonna wrap it up here. We've had fun tonight. Happy to be back into you all's homes this evening. Y'all share this with a friend on YouTube.
Share it on your Facebook, put it on your Instagram, your Twitter. It used to be Twitter, that's X. Put it on your threads. Put it out there. Tag me, tag Courtney on Facebook. We're gonna start trying to jump on Facebook too, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you again, Ron. All our past QBs, bagging groceries.
Nah, they got degrees. They doing better than bagging groceries. They selling insurance and cars and doing taxes and coaching high school football.
They coaching high school football. Yeah, because I think Barry Trotter, I think he coached at Briarwood. Yeah. I think he coached at Briarwood. Shout out to everybody that went back to school this week. I was in the number.
Yeah.
Shout out to all.
Congratulations to Courtney on his new position as a teacher at Birmingham in Jefferson County public school system.
Yes, sir. Yeah, shout out to all my students. We'll have a fun year.
What school are you at, Courtney?
I am at Clay Chalkville High School, another
Clay Chalkville. They put out some big players. Courtney, you got to tell them boys to go to Auburn, man.
Yeah, another great breeding ground for great, excellent recruits. So, hey, hopefully we can get some of them recruits to come to Auburn and we can have them on our show. That's the goal, right there.
Right, man. That's the goal, man. Shout out to the boys from Sports C Media for checking in with us and rocking with us and giving us opportunity to reach more people. We really appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody coming out.
Hold up. I forgot something, Tony. Y'all all show Tony some love. Tony is an engaged man. He is off, or he'll soon be about to be off the market. Y'all show Tony some love. He is engaged.
Yeah, man. She liked it, so she put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? She proposed to me. Now I was just playing.
Y'all pray for Brittany. Y'all pray for me.
Y'all pray for Brittany. Pray for me too. But yeah, man. Yeah, big shout out to my future wife, Brittany, the newest member of the Milford family.
Everybody, so hey.
That's right. Yeah, everybody serve on the road to 1K, baby. I'm with
you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, hold on. This is gonna be the last comment, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Tony locked down now. Good luck, bro.
Yeah, man. She locked it up, man. She locked me down.
Yes. So hey, thank y'all again joining us here. Another episode of CNT Talking Tigers. Again, share this with your friends and make sure you like and follow us on Instagram and also here on YouTube, CNT Talking Tigers. Until then, we'll see y'all very, very soon. We're excited about the start of the season. Tony, final word, sir.
Hey, thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night. Oh, Eagle.
Hey. God bless y'all. See y'all.
Sports Media, we love you, baby.
No.